Do the rest of you guys hear that? Do the rest of you guys hear that? Do the rest of you guys? Okay, hold on. What about now? What about now? What about now?
What are we listening for? What are we listening for?
I'm getting a huge echo. I'm getting a huge echo. I'm getting a huge echo.
I'm not getting anything.
Neither am I.
I'm not either.
Okay. Apparently it had to be one of the tabs that I have open because it has quit.
I think it's genetic. Just
I did hit my head earlier, so maybe it's me. Anyway, all right. So last week, you guys, we started Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. The four of you are all compatriots who have a common patron in Hlyn Trollbane, a older shield dwarf who is a retired bounty hunter, and you were meeting her in the city of Targos in the 10 Towns. On your way into town, you came across a body sprawled in one of the back alleys that was being gnawed upon by wolves. You dispatched the wolves and discovered the body of a young shipwright that lived in town. And she had not been killed by the wolves, you discovered, but had the broken tip of an icy dagger stabbed through her chest, and her throat had been slit. You attempted to alert the town guard, but they weren't really interested in investigating. You were able to persuade them to go and recover the body and get it off the streets, but they didn't do any type of investigation into the murder. Upon going back to the Luskin Arms Inn to meet your patron, Hlyn, you discovered that these murders were precisely the thing that she was looking to speak to you about. She wanted someone to investigate the murders.
Food. Food.
Okay, I'll be up in a minute.
Jesus.
Anyway. So, you went and spoke to her. She wasn't able to give you too many details, but she gave you a few leads to start on. And you spent the rest of your time searching through the taverns, just getting some gossip about the 10 towns to see if there were anything that might give you some leads to go on. The things that you discovered is that in one of the 10 towns, and I would have to look up my notes on that, on which one that was. One of the 10 towns, it was Dugan's Hole. That's the one. The people are living in fear of winter wolves that haunt the outskirts of the town, and they seem to be smarter than normal wolves, and they have been giving the people there a lot of trouble. You also discovered that had been 2 other murders besides the one that you discovered. One was in East Haven and one was in Brandshander. And after a while, you deduced that you noticed that all 3 of those towns are towns that have human sacrifices to Oral the Frostmaiden. You also learned that here in Targos, the dead shipwright had been rumored, though there was no proof, to have used her wealth and her connections with the local speaker to avoid the lottery for that sacrifice, so that her name was not put in with the rest of the poor folk of Targos. And so you thought that might have something to do with it. You also made your way to through the city square and came across a message board that had various jobs on it. Among them was one that said, "If you are not afraid to make enemies in high places, like to bash heads and like the ring of coin in your purse, meet me behind the shrine of Ilmater at sundown tonight. Not to tip off the bloodhounds that gnaw on my heels, I must remain anonymous for now." And you thought that sounded intriguing and had decided to follow up on that. But as of right now, it is about 30 minutes to an hour before sundown, and you find yourself at this message board deciding where to go next.
Didn't we all decide to go after that rather dubious quest to go behind the, what was it, the temple?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that the suspicious guy sounded like the one we were most interested in.
All right. So is that where you're immediately heading? You have roughly an hour before that meeting.
Do we want to try meeting with Helen at the inn to tell her like what we found out about Max Landar and see if she got anything from her meeting today?
Sounds like a good idea.
So you make your way back, and Lynn is still not back at the Luskan Arms. You do know that she had the meeting with the speaker Maxil Dinar. But no one has seen her since then.
Where was this meeting held? Do we know?
She met him in his room at the Luskan Arms.
And nobody has seen her since that meeting?
Correct.
And that's just upstairs, right?
Yep.
Should we go investigate?
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
It'll literally take a minute.
Yep. So you proceed up the stairs, and where are you going precisely? You know Lynn's room, and you all were placed in the room directly beside the speakers, and overheard a conversation that he.
Room.
What was that?
Since she was in the speaker's room for the meeting, we should probably check there so that we can. Nobody's seen her go in or out, so.
So last night we had been able to like hear through the walls pretty clearly, like that there was somebody like in the room and moving around and stuff. Like if we went to our rooms and then like tried to listen in to see if like gauge if anyone is inside of the speaker's room, could we determine that from there?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you make your way up to your room, and as you're waiting there, listening in silence, you do hear muffled voices from the room next to you. Last night, the conversation was quite heated, and so you were able to actually hear what was being said, but tonight it just appears to be a normal conversation, and you can't quite make it out.
Can we tell the difference between if it's two men again or if it's a male and a female?
Give me a perception check.
Is this clean? You seeing it? Is this clean? You seeing it?
Yeah, I'll make it easy for you.
Thanks.
It appears to be two male voices.
Okay. So I'm just
Should
gonna
we-
let everybody know that it's just two men in there, and I don't hear Quinn.
Do we want to go knock on her door and make sure she's not resting?
Yeah, let's do that
Yeah.
before we
Mhm.
do anything else.
All right, so you make your way to Lynn's room, knock on the door, and there is no answer.
Is the door locked?
It is.
Hmm. Yeah, after everything we found out about this guy today, I'm a little nervous about like her well-being.
Mm-hmm.
If only one of you was a rogue with like proficiency with thieves' tools.
Surely not.
Stop.
Actually, I do have proficiency with thieves' tools.
I do as well.
So does the rogue.
Listen. Here's the thing. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to the
So click,
screen that I can roll on. So
Click.
give me a hot second.
click on your skills tab.
That's where I went the first time, and I thought I was an idiot.
No,
Aw.
click on your skills tab.
Okay, I found it.
And
Yep. And then I just
So you drag the little die, yep, just like that. Natural one. Yeah, so you fiddle. She fiddles with the lock for a little bit, and you hear a distinct snap as one of her tools breaks off in the lock, jamming it.
Nice. Love that for us. Sorry, guys.
You've never done that before, have you?
You know, I have, but tonight I may have drank a little too much wine, and you guys let me do this on my own, and it's my first time doing it with you guys here watching, and I'm really sorry. Sorry.
And
I'll
pulls
get her
out,
off.
like Kleenex and like a piece of candy and like all of the comfort items that she has in her pockets, and like just hands them awkwardly to Elbreth.
I'll grab them as I run past her to get back to the room.
Oh no.
All right, so what do you guys want to go from there? So at this point, neither key nor pick will open the door. It's going to have to be either have a professional fix the lock or bust it open.
It's not the quiet option, though.
Maybe we let Elbreth have some alone time and then to recoup, and then we just head to the temple. I feel like there's something. I would really wish I had disguise self. I should have taken that.
Should we just go knock on the speaker's door and ask him if he has seen her lately?
We could offer to like carry up his evening meal so that the person working downstairs doesn't have to. And then we'd like have an excuse to knock on the door.
That's a good idea.
Would it be suspicious with 4 of us standing there with the meal?
I think so. Maybe just one of us, and like maybe one in the passageway to watch. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Or we could stay in our room because it's just across the, or it's right next door, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
We'd be able to hear. So, and we'd be right there next door.
That seems reasonable.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Who's going to be the one to deliver the food?
Albereth will just peek her head around the corner and behind little sobs. Do you guys want me to go persuade the kitchen to let me bring it up to him?
Okay. On the one hand, she's not in any state, right? But on the other, nobody can say no to a crying elf. Like,
I mean,
you know what?
isn't that the state all of the waitstaff here are in? I mean, wouldn't she just blend in?
Fair. I've seen a lot of them crying next to the cold den. You know what, Elbreth? I think you take a minute. I want you to do some deep breathing, some counting to 10, and we'll come check in with you in just a minute. I'll go get the meal. You just take care of you. You have some you time. I'll go downstairs and try to get the plate.
All right. So, what are you doing? You're going where?
I'm gonna go downstairs to the kitchens and be like,
Okay.
"Oh, hey, I noticed it's kind of busy out there. Would you like me to take the deliveries, for meals up to the next floor? I'm already heading in that direction." And then I like wink.
So, the serving woman who you had seen berated the night before quickly shoves a tray toward you and says, "If you could just take the speakers, that would be wonderful."
I'd be happy to. What's your name, by the way?
Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Elizabeth, I'm happy to help. So I'll take it and then go knock on his door with it.
All right. The door opens and you see this individual. A man slightly graying at the temples, older man with a neatly trimmed beard, wearing warm weather clothing. Behind him, sitting in a chair, is a tiefling in plate armor that you recognize as the commander of the city guard, whose name is Scath. The speaker looks out and confused for just a second, and then looks down and sees you standing there with his food. And he says, "I don't recognize you."
Oh yeah, I don't work here. They're a little bit busy downstairs, so I offered to bring meals up while I was on my way. So this is yours. Yeah.
He says,
and I'd like
"You
to be
don't
getting
work
food."
here, yet you're bringing me my food.
Oh, did I say I don't work here? I
Come
mean,
in.
This isn't my
Come in.
long-term career goal.
I did not get your name.
Bev. Thunder.
Ah, Bev. Come in. Do come in.
Okay.
Please place the tray on the table.
I place the tray on the table.
And he gestures to a chair and says, "Pull up a seat."
I take a seat and I'm trying to discreetly scan the room to see if Helen is shoved in a closet.
No, you see nobody else but him and Scath in the room. They are both eyeing you suspiciously. And he sits down, takes the covers off the plates, passes the tableware over to you and says, "Please, help yourself."
Do I get the sense that he's trying to see if I'm poisoning him?
That is exactly what you think that he is doing. He thinks it is very strange for a halfling clothed as you are to just suddenly show up at his door with his food.
Yeah, I take a bite. And then I'll ask his permission to cast prestidigitation to clean off the silverware so that it's sterile for him to use.
He goes, "Oh, how thoughtful of you."
Mm-hmm.
And how did you find it? The kitchen here is quite good, is it not?
Yeah, the staff seem to be very hardworking and deserving of respect.
Lazy layabouts, all of them.
Mm,
Rarely get
agree to
anything
disagree.
right.
Hard disagree, but yeah.
Well, I appreciate your delivering my food, but I and Commander Scath have some business to discuss concerning the running of this fine town. I'm sure you understand that with the goings on lately, we are quite busy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, agreed. So I will leave you to it then. Then I will leave.
All right. You leave, and as the door shuts behind you, you hear muttering once again.
I resist the urge to like cast Firebolt when he disparages the wait staff.
Has Bev at some point had a position in customer service?
Yes, Bev has an extensive customer service history, and she judges people's value as human beings based on how they treat people that make minimum wage.
All right. So after that, where do you go?
I'll go back to the room and tell
Okay.
everybody like about that whole encounter.
Interesting. Should we head for our other meeting, or do we want to stick around here?
I guess. What do you think, Bolton and Elbereth?
Is it getting time towards the meeting?
Yes.
Well, we'll try looking for what's her name?
Flynn.
Clint.
Flynn
We'll
Trollbane.
look for Clint later on.
All right. So what is your next course of action?
We heading off to the meeting?
Yes.
Okay. So you head out into the cold. Just the beginnings of a blizzard is starting to stir in the air. You
Is
make
it,
your way.
nighttime?
It is. The meeting was for sundown. So.
I would like to light up one of my torches.
Okay. So you make your way to the area behind the shrine of Ilmater. And there you find a stooped older woman covered in thick robes lined with fur. And as you come around the corner, she kind of gives a little start. And she says, "Who's there?"
We came about the advertisement on the board.
Were you followed?
Not that we're aware of.
You
Were
didn't
they
check?
supposed to follow us?
No, you weren't supposed to be followed.
Sorry, this is our first experience with high-level subterfuge, so.
Come. She leads you into the small little shack that houses the shrine. We've got to get out of sight of the streets. You never know who may be watching. As you come in, she throws back the hood of her robe to reveal a deeply wrinkled face and thick gray hair. She introduces herself and says, "My name is Sini Haji, and there are people trying to kill me. And I need you to either scare them off or maybe kill them back.
Kill them back.
Well, I would prefer actually that you kill them first.
Same.
And who exactly do you think is after you?
I have powerful enemies from a city in the south called Athkatla. And they've obviously sent these people here to take me out. I thought I had escaped and that they would never find me, but they have.
Do I think that this is one of the people that is hunting for me?
Give me an insight check. Here, we'll do it this way. This will make it easy.
I got it. I'm right here. I'm already here.
Well, I want it in the tower anyway. Oh, well. Okay. So, no, probably not.
Okay. Perfect. Pretty sure.
So, will you take the job?
How would we recognize these people from Athkabla?
Athkatla.
Athkapla.
Athkatla.
It sounds the exact same.
Athkatla.
Artillery batteries.
What I'm saying is exactly what you're saying. Athkabla.
They are staying at an old ruined farmhouse that they have taken up residence in for the past few months as they've been searching for me.
And why is it that they're searching for you?
Because I was selling magic items and spells to outsiders and scheming against the corrupt government of Athkatla.
Is he on the level? I mean, is he?
It is. It's an old woman. Not. It's an old
do we
woman.
think he's insane?
Is she on the? Okay.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, I was.
So, Elbereth, you think this woman is completely off her rocker? Volton, you think she's legitimately scared and that she's telling you the absolute truth?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna pull Bev to the side, and she's insane. Like she's actually insane. Like there's no way that anybody's following her. Like she's just a little old lady. There's no she's right. She's insane, right? She's insane.
Well, I mean, insane is kind of relative. But yeah, she definitely Bev is like vamping to try and like sound like she has thoughts on it because she cannot read the situation at all. And is trying to like. She's like, I pull Bax in, or Bax has already been right behind me from the moment that Elbreth told me. What do you think?
I mean, we could go check the farmhouse out and see what's up. I mean, see what kind of people they are, if there are people there.
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing: if she's insane and it's a trap, and she's just trying to kill us, and then we all die, and then we're dead, and we're dead, and we're dead, and
Breathe.
we're dead.
Breathe.
She says,
I would like to. Can I have Elbreth's permission to, when she gets like this, to cast prestidigitation to play calming whale song in her ears?
Yeah.
So she says, I can give you guys 100 gold pieces and some scrolls and potions, the last things I have left from my old profession.
I look to Elbreth. Well, even if she is completely insane, maybe she still has money she could give us either way. Like,
if we die, I'm gonna haunt you first.
I accept that, and I frankly always thought it would be that way. So.
How far away is this farmhouse?
It's only a couple miles outside of town.
Elbereth gets like really close to the old lady and looks at her. Are you trying to get us killed?
He says, no.
Okay. And then she kind of backs up.
They are... My enemies are powerful.
like magically powerful, or like own a lot of
She looks around and furtively, as if somebody would be in this small, like 10 by 10 shack holding this shrine, and can see you. And she pulls out a symbol, and you can give me a history check. Actually, let's do.
Bev always doing history checks.
Oh wow. That
Actually, pretty
is
solid.
that is a symbol of the Cowled Wizards. They were once a kind of wizards cabal in the south, a particular country, Athkatla, and they eventually managed to take over the government, and now they're pretty much wizard assassins for hire.
Oh God.
Bev was about to tell me that I was wrong.
Ben is,
So
like,
it is
freaked
entirely
out by
possible that, yep, if she was going against them, it is entirely possible that they could be trying to kill her.
Well, let's help out this lady. We need
yeah.
the money.
Yeah. I have no idea who these wizards are, but I'm completely on board with helping her.
Yeah, I have a notoriously bad memory, but for some reason I remember this very specific thing. So yeah, let's go help this very old lady who seems to be in a bad spot.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And again, if you die, you're more than welcome to haunt me. I'm haunted by a lot of things, so you'd be in good company.
Okay.
That didn't take too much convincing.
Bev's my favorite.
One question to the old lady before we go: does she know what sort of force we might encounter? Numbers.
I only know that there are like 3 of them. Plus, I think they're recruits, and their master is here somewhere.
Okie dokie.
Okay, just drag me along. I'll be right back. And if we have to fight anything, I'll ping everything. I'll just be right back.
All right. So you guys are going to make your way to this old farmhouse. It is out the south gate and down the road to Brinshander, probably about 2 miles.
Should we wait and go at first light, or wasn't there a storm coming?
There is a blizzard coming.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to go out in a blizzard.
I'm fine with giving it the night and going in the morning.
All right. So you do make your way back to your inn room for the evening. Anything else you want to do for the evening?
Let's go knock on, or let's go look at Helen's door and see if we can tell if anybody has tampered with the broken lock.
Yep. So as you are going to your room, you notice that the door has been kicked in. The latch that holds the door shut has been broken through the jamb. And Lynn is inside muttering about thieves trying to break into my room.
Did-
Hi.
Were they successful? Did they get anything?
Looks like they broke the pick off in the lock. I had to kick in the door to get in my own room.
Ah, so you broke in the door.
Elabreth runs behind Bev and shudders. Hi, Helen.
I hand her like a fidget toy and some more Kleenex. I like that I'm Elabreth's emotional support half-life.
All right.
It makes me happy.
How did your meeting with the speaker go?
Didn't want to do anything, like I said. Seems that none of the speakers on the council want to go to the trouble to investigate these murders.
Actually, about that, we've found out some interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
such
will-
as?
Well, it seems that 3 murders have taken place now, all in towns with human sacrifices, or humanoid sacrifices, shall we say.
And they were all trades workers.
Yeah. And apparently there were rumors that Inge, the woman who was murdered here, had tried to buy her way out of the lottery.
Interesting. So maybe someone's offended that people aren't taking the same risk as the common folk.
Oh, yeah, one other thing before I forget. I do believe, what's his name? Max Bildner? Is that his name?
Max Ildenar.
Max Hildenar.
Yep, Speaker Naerth Max Ildenar.
Yeah, I think he's intending to usurp Masview by putting in a puppet in Max Filderhard. Yeah, something like that.
That sounds like something that he would do.
Hey, Helen, have you ever met anybody named Sini Haji?
I can't say that I have.
Okay. Just curious.
Who is that?
Oh, it's an old lady we met earlier tonight.
Does she have something to do with the murders?
I don't believe so.
No.
Just an old woman?
Yeah. She offered us a job, but
She's either insane or magic. But to be fair, it's hard to tell the difference a lot of the time.
She appears to be on the run.
There's a lot of insanity. And there are many people in the 10 towns on the run. A good place
I
to
think
get
she said
lost.
she was from Athkatla.
If she's running from those cowled wizards, then I'd have nothing to do with that old woman. Good way to get yourself killed.
See, I told you. I told you. Nobody wants to listen to me.
Maybe we
Yeah.
hold off on trying to confront anybody powerful until we're a little more powerful.
Yeah, it'd take a pretty penny for me to take on a job like that.
I go stand by Hlyn and put my feet, firm in the ground. And yep, I'm with Hlyn and I'm staying here. You guys can do what you want. Pretty penny.
What's she offering you?
For
Yeah.
gold plus some
Mhm.
magic stuff.
Okay, that is a pretty penny.
Albereth looks at Lynn with a shocked look on her face. Her jaw just hits the floor. She shakes a step back.
If you were to place a numerical value, to the kind of challenge we're going to be facing, how would you rate that level of challenge of those cowled wizards?
Some of them are quite powerful archmages.
Mhm.
Are you talking rank and file? Are you talking about a commander or a leader or whatever it is that they have? Have you done any recon? Gathered any intelligence? Done your due diligence?
To do?
You don't want to charge in blind, lass.
Well, at this point, we should just do it. Just go on in, head first.
I feel like we're getting mixed signals.
It's almost like there's two personalities in that body right there.
Kind of like how we're one personality in two bodies.
Right. She's
Yeah.
the opposite of us.
Oh, does that make her our triplet?
No, it's twins. It's twins.
Yeah, okay. She's like a reverse twin.
Yeah. Because if we added her, there would be four of us then.
Wait, what?
She's two. We're two.
She's 2 and 1. We're 1 and 2. Bolton, we don't quite know what his deal is yet.
Albereth is just sitting there, following her fingers in the air, tracing where the math is coming from.
Lan says, well, maybe you should take your planning to your room. It's late and I have had a long day.
Okay. We walk out just being like, so she's 2 and 1. We're 2. That means
Glenn shuts the door behind you. You hear her dragging a chair over and propping it to hold the door closed.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so what next?
Sleep.
Yeah, I guess we should
All
meditate
right.
and sleep.
So long rest time.
I just meditate for a good 6 hours and I am good to go.
Those of you who sleep, awaken in the morning. Elbreth, you've been about
Watching
for a while.
Bev sleep the entire time.
Oh my god.
Not creepy at all.
Making sure she was safe, of course, obviously. Nothing deal.
And through the night, like the night before, you see like Bev just lightly snoring, and with every snore, every now and then there's like a little puff of wild magic, where it's like, and then all of a sudden, like she's levitating a few feet above the bed, and then all of a sudden she like has scales on her arms, and then they go away, and it's little bits of wild magic throughout the night.
Yeah, that's the other reason I watch her sleep. Obviously, it's because it's entertaining. Duh.
All right, so the next morning, what would you
Breakfast.
like to do? All right, you all make your way down, have another breakfast, cost you another silver.
Oh, just 1 silver.
Yep.
Is Elizabeth working this morning?
No.
Okay.
Do we know if she's supposed to be working this morning?
Probably not, since she was working late into the evening.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Touche.
So we decided whether we're going to put a pin in that helping the old lady, or try another mission off the board there or something.
Put a pin in the old lady. Seems unnecessarily cruel. I mean, we don't have to help her, but we also don't have to put pins in her.
I'm up for making a trek to the farm just to see what's going on there. We could go.
Did you not hear Lynn last night? You know what? No, it's fine, Bax. You are right. Let's go. And Bev starts walking towards the door. It turns around, looks at them. Are you guys coming?
Did somebody say wonder? And I jumped to my feet.
I do a little backflip on my chair.
Let's
and then
go.
I prestidigitation to have calming whale song for
All right. So you all set out to go to this farm. Bundle up in your cold weather gear, slap on your snowshoes, and start trudging out. This is difficult terrain, so you're traveling at half the speed. So it takes about a couple of hours to walk out where this farm is. So I will need a roll from all of you, and I will call for it in just a second. So. You've all got cold weather gear. So all right. It is very cold, but you are all able to bundle up against the weather and stay relatively warm on your travels. And you come to an old farmhouse that looks as if it has recently been renovated a bit.
Might be a good idea to maybe watch it at a distance for a little bit, just see if anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
What is that skill? I have one. I have. Dang it! He shared the floor of the farmhouse.
It is surrounded by a wooden fence. Has a wooden gate in the front. There are 3 doors, one on the front and one on either side. There's a small outbuilding. You're not sure what it contains. There's a wheelbarrow sitting out in front of it, so maybe a tool shed or something of the like.
It's just a black screen for me.
Yeah, me too.
Might be loading.
But I'm watching the stream so I can see it, kind of.
Let me share it again. Unshare, and then I will share it again.
The small building, that tree that's right next to it, does the tree cover any part of it that I would be able to kind of hide in the tree? On top of it.
There are some small bushes, but there are no
okay.
large trees.
Okay.
Can you guys see the map yet?
No.
No.
Okay, so... Oh, I think I know what the problem is. What
Map's
about
all
now?
black.
Now it should be visible to all. Still can't see
Yeah, I
it?
can see.
You
No.
can?
I can.
No, still black for me.
Me too. It's fine. I'm on my end.
It has to be just loading for you guys. Although I don't know why it would be taking that long.
Is it like actively snowing outside while we're doing this?
Yes, there is a light snow coming on. Can you guys
Oh,
see it
it's
now?
on. Yep.
So if I disable the line of sight, you guys are able to see it. But now it's just black for you?
I can see.
It's now black, yeah.
Okay, well, for now, I'll disable the line of sight tool. We'll just go with that. All right. I'll have to troubleshoot that later.
That, Elizabeth, you have like a racial feature that will let you like hide when obscured by like light snow or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like light shrubbery.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was asking about like the bushing and stuff around the building, because if there's like any windows or anything, I could look into them while still being obscured.
All right, so yeah, unfortunately, there's just no large trees. The snow's about calf deep, except on the road where it's obviously been worn by travel.
Let's why don't we just knock and tell them we're lost. We were looking for directions to name of our town and see if they can help us.
But if they're following her, don't you think that they would know that she's in that town and then they're gonna kill us?
Well, no, we'll say we're on our way to that town.
I mean, if we did that, we would lose the element of surprise.
Oh, we get a feel for what kind of people they are too. It's up to you guys.
We could do 2 of us go to the door and 2 of us just stay back by the fence, and I'll just keep my bow at the ready, and if they do anything shady, I'll just right in the forehead.
So I have something I can do, um, where I can basically create an image of something, like a creature or a person. I can't make it speak or smell or, you know, any 5 senses stuff outside of being able to see it. But what if we um, had me cast like an image of that woman out in the yard and then see like how many of them come out to try and like fight that image while we stay hidden?
Yeah, I like that.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, like I said, you've got calf deep snow and a few bushes. Where are you intending to hide?
Calf deep to a halfling or calf deep to a
Okay.
human?
Yeah, so for the halflings, it's more like waist.
We could just squat down.
Right. When we're in tall snow, can Bax and Bev just one of them always be standing on the other's shoulders?
Yeah.
We can always hide behind the other building,
Mhm.
because that would obscure their vision from us, at least.
What about out in front of the building? Is there any like bushes out, this way?
Nothing large. This is farmland. It was once plowed and upkept, but due to the endless winter at the time, of course, they haven't been able to do any planting, and it's just snow-covered expanse.
Are there any like snow drifts or anything like that we could get behind?
You and Bev, yes.
Mhm.
Can we not just hide behind the building?
I mean, it's over here, so it'd be sort of obscured. How high is this fence, outer fence?
Like just an ordinary wooden picket fence, maybe up to your midsection.
Oh man, you can just like jump over that then, and then just get behind this hut here.
Dave, can you share the screen to me again? Thank you. Okay, yeah. I'll just be over here. Like maybe over here so that we can like peek around the.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I believe someone was going to make a little an image of the old lady.
Okay. Where at?
Yeah. I'll do it like with her probably, we'll say like right 10 feet from the front door. Like 10 feet back from the front door.
So about at the gate or like right
Yeah,
there?
we'll say like, or actually, yeah, like right there. Yeah,
Okay.
that is, or actually, should
There's
it be further back so that they don't just immediately reach from her and realize the jig is up?
Yeah, probably put her on the other side of the gate so that they have to like.
okay.
But if they maybe because if they go to the gate and then they realize that it's not, then
I'm
we
gonna
would.
place her back like maybe like 30 feet from the door.
Okay.
And then I'll cast Prestidigitation to make like a knocking sound on the door.
Should we be
Okay.
behind the building a little bit more
Yeah,
obscured?
probably like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So a young person in thick robes pokes his head out the door, looking around for whoever makes the sound, sees the woman out in the field, calls out to his comrades, and sends a firebolt flying her way.
Can I have the image like try to move out of the way?
Yeah, but it's just a normal attack roll.
Okay.
So the firebolt hits your image and, of course, just flies right through it. Without any form of disruption. So I will say that counts as him examining the image since he tried to attack it. So he gets a intelligence saving throw. Oh, no, investigation check even. What is your spell save DC? It's not 23, so
it is definitely not 23.
you hear him yell out, "Somebody's messing with us. This thing's an illusion." And we will.
I need to roll for wild magic too, don't I?
Oh yeah, roll your d20 for wild magic. Nope.
Okay, so I've cast.
Everybody, don't forget you have a point of inspiration at the start of the the session. So let's go and roll initiatives. All right. After he calls out Bax, what do you do?
I'm going to make my way down this way. Just to the edge here and around the corner a little bit so I can get a good eye of what's going on here.
Okay.
Or how much ever I can see. And I will hold my attack in case somebody gets up close to me.
All right.
And that'll be
Anything
my
else?
turn.
All right. Volton.
Okay. Likewise, I'll sort of get here and sort of like just poke my head around here. So what's it? Yeah, I'll do. I'll pull out one of my axes and ready to throw it if somebody comes in view.
All right. All right. This guy will run out and open the gate, but when he does that, of course, he's going to catch sight of, barely catch sight of Beb, but he's going to see Elbereth, so he will try to chunk a firebolt at her. Why can't I target you? Boom. Even that didn't do it. All right, so we'll do it this way. Does a 20 hit you?
What?
Does a 20 hit you?
Where do I look?
What's your armor class? There we go. Now it's targeting her. So let's... Boom. Oh, that wasn't an actual attack roll, so it didn't do anything. Yeah. So, does a 20 hit? I'm almost betting it does. Your armor class is on the very first page.
Okay.
Your armor class is 14, so yes, that
Yes.
hit. So you will take 3 fire damage as the firebolt slams into you. The second one, 30, 35, he'll just dash, opening the door and running over to the stairs. This one will go for the front door. Neither of they all both of those prepare ready in action to throw a firebolt at the first person they see. Elbereth.
Okay.
Would
So
Sorry, I was
go
going to ask, would I have got a reaction on that whistle that come out, recruit number 2?
He didn't come within your reach. Did you have a ranged weapon ready?
Yeah, I pulled an axe out ready to lob it if
Oh,
someone came
yes.
within sight.
Okay, I misunderstood. When you said you pulled your axe out, I thought you were talking about a melee weapon. But yes,
It's a
if
throwing
you
axe, so
okay, yeah, if you wanted to throw, you can throw.
okay. It is over halfway, so it will be disadvantage.
Yeah, you lob the axe out there, narrowly missing his head, whizzing past, and thunking into the door on the other side of that porch. Also causing him to, in that case, he would have definitely seen you since you threw a weapon. So he is going to get a chance to fire back on his turn. So that would have been him. And he actually gets +3 to this roll. So 20.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
And
definitely hit.
yep. The firebolt just, as soon as the axe whizzes past his head, he spins, looks over, sees you there, tosses a fireball that almost singes Bax's head as it flies over and hits you square in the chest. And now, Elbereth, if your turn's done, you haven't taken your turn yet.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What's the damage to do?
It did 10. Didn't that apply it
Oh,
to
wow. No,
you? Okay, so boom.
I'll add it now. Sorry.
All right.
Okie-dokie.
All right. So this house right here, or this little building, is there a way that I can use my acrobatics to get onto the roof?
Sure. That's going to
Okay.
take your action if you want to do that. Actually, no. It'll just use your movement. You can move at half movement and make an acrobatics check to get up there. Not sure why you got advantage, but we'll go with it. So you scramble up on top of the roof and do what?
I'm gonna pull out my bow and aim at the one that hit me with a fireball and burnt my
All
hair.
right. So hold control and click on him.
Okay.
It didn't target. So there. All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
My bow.
You are targeting him, so I don't know why. All right, his armor class is 10 currently. So your arrow lances out and hits him. Go ahead and roll the damage. 9. All right. Not sure what's up with Fantasy Grounds this evening. All right, so you shoot him right in the right arm.
I'll kind of murmur down to Bev that I hit the one closest to the fence. And that's my turn.
All right, go ahead and click the little down arrow for your tracker.
Wait.
Do you have the combat tracker open?
Wait.
It's the little sword in the top right.
Yep, in the top right corner, click the sword. For now, I'll advance the tracker.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All right, Bev.
Okay. I'm going to peek out around this corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Does that like activate any actions that are being held or anything, or have they used up all their stuff?
No, number 3 cannot see you there.
Okay, awesome. And then I'm going to use that point of inspiration we start each session with to roll with advantage as I
Okay.
cast a firebolt
Go ahead.
on the one that Ella Breath. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yep. Crit.
Does a crit hit?
Nice.
Oh, but I didn't roll the extra.
Yep.
Damn, not that it
Go ahead
matters.
and roll it a second time. It didn't apply it to
Okay.
him either. I don't know what's going on with Fantasy Grounds tonight. It's not working properly.
It's not letting it
But go ahead and roll again. So 9 whole points of damage to him. He was kind of favoring that arm, grabbing the arm with the arrow in it. And just as he looks up, your firebolt hits him right in the face. And he gives a startled scream as he falls to the ground.
Nice.
And
then I
roll a d20.
Oh, yep.
Nope, no wild magic this time.
All right. So I was thinking I would count them basically like it keeps going until we hit it, as opposed to like resetting at the beginning of every combat. Is that what you're thinking also, or were you thinking
Yes. Every
Okay.
time you cast, it goes up by 1 until you actually get a wild magic event.
Okay, sweet. So I should be at about 4 right
They
now.
do reset at the beginning of a game session simply because we'll never remember what it was last on.
Okay, sounds good. And are we wanting it to be cantrips as well? Or
Yes.
just level 1? Okay,
No.
sweet.
Oh.
So that'll.
Right. It should only be a level 1 spell or better.
I'm totally fine with it being cantrips too.
Okay.
Just because it probably gives surges
Yep.
more higher likelihood. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Bax.
Okay, I am going to rage,
All right.
and I'm going to move up 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, yeah. And attack number 2.
All right. Number 3 does see you as you're running across, so his readied action is going to trigger, and he's going to launch a spell at you. And he launches Magic Missile. So you get 5, 7, 10 damage as these 3 glowing orbs lash out from his fist, and as you're running, slam into your chest one after another consecutively as you just power through and run up to his comrade.
Okay, I only take half of that though, right? Because of rage.
It's force damage.
Oh, okay. So full 10.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and I will attack this guy.
All right.
Bum bum bum.
That is a hit.
Don't know why it had me targeted, but still does. There.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So what I have figured out is that on your turn, you are automatically selected because that white ring goes around you. So all you have to do to target somebody else is hold a control and click on them.
That's all I did.
Oh, okay.
I never clicked myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Except for I did it to move myself that time, but
maybe that was it. I don't know. All right. Yep. So you slash him with your axe. Were you using that two-handed or one-handed?
one-handed. It's just a
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a battle axe is versatile. You can hold it in two hands.
It's a warhammer.
Oh, isn't that versatile?
But yeah, it is also versatile. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm using a shield right now because I wanted better protection.
Good deal. All right, just checking.
My AC doesn't go up whenever I rage, or isn't it supposed to, or is that just
AC? No.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Volton.
Are we doing range by the squares in the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't add the grid because this already had one.
Okay. I shall quickly make my way over to here. Bonus action, get a second wind.
All right.
And hopefully this will work. Nope.
Second wind didn't work.
No, I'm just having to apply it manually.
Okay.
Okay. And then I shall use my inspiration and smack him with my maul.
All right. So you do. He is up on that porch, and there is a fence, a rail between the two of you, where you're at currently, and some boxes and stuff. Yeah.
I used up all my movement getting there, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I guess
can still
I'll,
attack him. I'm just saying he has cover from you.
Hmm.
So you're going to be at -2 for all
Okay.
intents and purposes.
I definitely use my inspiration.
All right.
And -2.
You still hit him. Yep. You swing your maul over that rail, just comes down on his shoulder with a sickening crunch. He doesn't even scream out. He just passes out from the pain and falls to the ground, bleeding out.
Nice. Okay, I turn to the other wizard, and I give him the "you're next" stare, and then that's my turn.
So he casts a spell. How many is it? Five D8. How many? Okay, so how many hit points do you have, Volton? So you have 14 left, and Bax has 10. Oh, that's exactly the right number. Both of you collapse to the ground asleep.
Oh no!
And
Loud
that
snoring.
is his turn. Elbereth.
All right, I'm going to, look down at Bev and tell her not to look, and I'm gonna walk forward to the front of the building and point my bow directly at his dome, and I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna shoot him in his face.
Okay.
Is the plan.
Make
Bev
So-
doesn't cover her eyes, but she peeks.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your arrow whizzes past his face as he manages to whip around and turn out of the way.
Oh, Bev, I screwed up.
Oh no.
All right. Anything else?
I whimper. And that's my turn. Okay, hold on, let me
Bev.
see if I can.
All right. Bev, assuming that this is like a battle greeting, she says to Elibeth, "Don't look," and then steps out. And I'd like to use the point of inspiration that I got from that crit
Yep.
that I just had to roll this with advantage. And I'm gonna throw a chaos bolt at this guy.
Oh, nice.
Not sure why it rolled 3.
Uh,
Does an 11 hit?
just go ahead and roll it again.
Okay.
Let me look at the coding for it right quick before you do it, before you click.
Okay.
So Chaos Bolt. Gotta look at how it's done the attack. So, oh, I bet you clicked cast. You need to hit the magnifying glass and click the little sword that says attack.
Okay.
Okay, so you got the advantage, so that hits.
And then, so had we decided it was going to be I would just roll 2d8, not damage, and then pick one of the numbers, and then roll damage based off the damage type that I pick?
Correct.
Okay.
So determine what damage it is.
Oh, that's total damage. I wish that was my full damage roll. So 2 6s. That's going to be 1, 2, 4, 5. So psychic damage.
All right. So go ahead and apply it. Yep, Yep, he just grabs as the bolt hits him. You see his eyes glow as the psychic assault begins, and he starts screaming before blood begins to pour out of every orifice of his head, and he falls to the ground dead.
I really hope she didn't look. And then I rolled for wild magic too, and I did not surge yet.
Right. All right.
That'll be my turn.
All of them are dead.
All right. I'm gonna hop off the building here and run over to to Volt.
He
Right.
is snoring loudly, laying in the
Okay.
snow.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
I was just checking to make sure that he wasn't dead, because from my point of view, it looked like he was.
Nope, sound asleep.
Perfect. And I call up to Bev. Does it look like it's the same for Bax? We're okay down here?
Yeah, it's a really inconvenient time to take a nap, but I guess when the mood strikes, it strikes, you know?
Should we roll them inside and check the place out, or just wait for them to wake up?
Yeah, I mean, inside would probably be good. Can I try to like shake Bax awake?
Sure. Yep, you shake him and he does wake up.
Huh. If that's all it takes, I'm gonna shove some snow in Bolton's shirt and wake him up.
Yeah, Bolton, you shoot awake with ice cold snow shoved down the front of your armor.
Good morning, sunshine.
Let's get in the warm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Do you
So
think there are
guys-
more inside, or just go on in? Yep.
Find out, won't we?
You took a nap, so we just kind of took it upon ourselves to barge on in. I don't know.
Yep. So you guys enter the house, and definitely looks like it has seen better years. Obviously, they have done a few repairs to make it livable. The fireplace is lit, and it is nice and toasty inside.
How do property rights work in the frigid north? Is it like a finders keepers type of situation?
Probably you think that the speaker would probably take ownership of the house, or he might, if it's deeded to somebody else, willed to somebody, it would pass to them. But given that they are outsiders who were kind of squatting here, you doubt that they had any real rights to the property.
Well, let's search and see if they left any papers behind that with their plans. And I'll walk outside. I'm gonna go out and search the bodies while you guys are checking in here.
All right.
So
They
I'm
are
gonna go.
all wearing dark-colored cowled robes. Each of them has a spell component pouch and a dagger, and that's about it.
Okay. And then I'll come back in. Nothing on the bodies, just some robes and daggers, and if you guys want any.
I'm gonna come over to this door, and is this a basement like it looks like, or is it just?
Yep, it leads down to a basement.
I'm gonna go check out the basement if anybody would like to come with me.
Did somebody say wonder downstairs?
Yes, let's wander down there.
Yeah. All right. So you guys wander down the stairs. Get you onto the map. Yep, a number of supplies and goods. A lot of the stuff looks like it was left over from whoever previously owned the place and is no longer in very good condition. Like there are bags of seeds that had obviously rotted for a while. Crates of long deteriorated food. Oh, right, you guys came down these stairs, sorry. Put you at the wrong place on the map.
Wow.
Yeah,
these are
yeah,
these
those
are the
other
ones that go to the outside
right,
doors.
Right, that outside. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
What's in the barrels?
You tap on them and they appear to be empty.
All these sacks here are empty?
What they used to contain, you don't know. Like I said, everything down here has obviously been here a very long time and is covered in mold, mildew, and other
Does
various
anything look
forms
fresh
of rot.
or added to the place lately?
Not in the
Like
basement.
Okay.
Okay, so this spot right here, does it looks like there's one here too. Are these like chutes or?
No, that is a door.
Okay.
Yep, it's not locked. You open it and there are more goods inside. Again, nothing that looks salvageable. It honestly looks like these guys moved into an old farmhouse, took over the upstairs, and like nobody has been down here.
And then this door over here.
There is not one.
Okay. It just looks the same as this one over here.
Yep.
Great.
What about this over here? Is this just a window also?
Nope, that is a door.
Ah.
Did somebody say one door?
Yep, you make your way in, and empty room, looked like it was also once used for storage. There's a pallet in one corner, some type of a stone bench on the side, but absolutely featureless.
I want to move the pallet and see if there's
Okay.
anything under it.
No, there is not.
Let me.
You guys are pretty sure these people moved in upstairs to an abandoned home and have just been squatting for however many months.
Okay, let's go back upstairs.
All right.
Search for papers up there
All right.
or goods.
Bev and Bax.
While you guys are checking this house, I'm gonna check this outbuilding.
The map is black.
Yep, the outbuilding has a bunch of farming equipment.
I think it's just loading.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah, farming
I'll check.
equipment, the outhouse, and a small root cellar in the outbuilding. If you check all of those.
I'll search this room.
Looks like they were sharing this room. Bev, in the master bedroom, you find an old man laying on the bed, wearing robes similar to those that the others were wearing, but his is more heavily embroidered, has some gold thread on it, and he is lying under the covers, shivering even though he's covered in blankets and furs, his eyes are rolled up and he is muttering deliriously.
Oh, Jesus. Do I get the idea that he was one of them, or that he might have been like a prisoner?
Give me. So let's have you make.
Okay, I patch up back soon.
All right.
I tried to do it with the thing, but it's not working.
You have no idea what's going on with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you give me?
11 hit points.
Oh, back to full.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to step out of the room
Okay.
and go let the group know there's a very old man who's either having a health issue or something arcane is going on. I 100% cannot tell. But he's in that bed. He's just maybe you need to come look. And then
Can I is the old man able to, like, if I were to go in and say something to him, would he be able to, like, talk back, or would there be no?
He
Okay.
as you guys are walking around, he's not even acknowledging you or looking at you. He's
Okay.
looking off into the distance, his eyes cloudy and muttering incoherently.
Okay. So then deceiving the old man and making him think that I was one of him wouldn't work. Got it. Bet.
oh, can I cast message on him?
To do what?
Basically, I'm wondering if maybe he can't physically speak, but his brain is still functioning somehow. So I want to cast message and just say to him, "Are you all right? Are you being hurt? Is there some way we can assist you?"
So don't you have proficiency with medicine, Volton?
Nope, I just have the healer's
Oh,
suite.
okay. Well, as you examine him, it is obvious that he is extremely sick. He's running a very high fever and is delirious.
So
And despite the thick blankets and furs that he's under, he is shivering uncontrollably.
Mm-hmm.
should we just put him out of his misery? Because he looks bad.
Um,
Yeah. If we want to do it, I can do it, since I have a pass. So I can just do it real quick if you guys want to be in the hallway, and I'll just real quick out of his misery.
I message Bax, and I'm like, her past involves euthanasia of the elderly. Oh, and that message does cause a wild magic search.
All right.
So roll a d100.
No, I got the table here.
Okay.
All right. A layer of sand 2 feet deep suddenly explodes outward from Bev down the halls, under doors, in a 60-foot radius.
Oh my god.
2 feet deep sand. And it is all now considered difficult terrain. Everything is covered.
Sorry, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I don't have any control over what's going on, magically speaking.
This is like shoulder high sand to me and Bev.
Correct.
Just our little heads sticking out above the sand.
Bev,
Mhm.
you did this again.
It's like a sneeze. I can't necessarily control it, Pax.
I know.
I try.
I'm gonna.
It's like the harder I try to hold it in, the harder it comes out when it does.
Oh my god. I'm gonna move over to Bax and kind of lift him out of the sand so that he can walk out of the room, and then do the same for Bev.
Thank you.
And then ask, Fulton, do you want me to do this with you in here, or do you want to step out too?
Has anyone tried talking to the guy yet?
Yeah, did he respond when I messaged him?
No.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Yeah, he's muttering even and speaking, but it's not even a language.
While she's in there doing the deed, I'm going to search the main room.
All right. You don't find any papers or anything. There's some half-eaten food still laying out on the table. Apparently one of them was in the middle of a meal. There's a book laying by the fireplace that somebody was reading about the history of 10 towns, but no papers, no maps, nothing indicating any plans.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just stand
Alright.
above him on the bed and pull back my bow and plink an arrow into his forehead.
You guys hear the thwack of a bow and the thunk of the arrow. A wet squish as it goes through his head, and then the thunk as it hits the headboard, pinning his head to the back of the bed.
I'm gonna also place my foot on his chest and pull my arrow back out of his head and put it back in my quiver and walk out of the room.
Dave, this is how your child responds when the elderly get ill.
He blamed me for pushing him off the porch. I think he knows.
All right.
Oh goodness.
Yep. So the old man has ceased his muttering.
I went ahead and did the thing. He's not in pain.
Did you check his body for any papers or items or anything?
There's a lot of blood. I figured I'd let somebody else do that.
I'll do that now.
I'm gonna go wash off in the snow.
No. His robes do look like they are very fine and probably worth 20, 30 gold. Like I said, they do have inlaid gold thread. If you were to guess, you would guess that he was the master wizard, and that the other three were his apprentices.
I'm gonna use the snow to get the blood from the old man's face off of my clothes and boots.
Yeah, it takes you a while because you shot him in the face at point blank range.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be out here. It's fine.
With a recurve bow.
That's fine.
Just like Lady Macbeth out in the snow, like I'll never be clean again.
Yeah.
Bev, what should we get as proof that we have cleared the farmhouse?
Well, I mean, if we take his robes, I think that'd be a good indicator, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then we
That's a
can
good
sell them
idea.
afterwards.
Can we check out the desk that's in that room?
Yes. Nothing that appears of any value.
And nothing in like the chest either, or under the bed, or
No.
probably. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. There is a spell book on each of the apprentices, and you do find tucked under the mattress the spell book for the wizard. Not that will help any of you. None of you are wizards.
You know that I love shenanigans with spellbooks, even if I'm not a wizard. I would like to take that spellbook, please.
Okay, so you take his spell book. I will generate that later for you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I look at Bev and say, do you really think that that's a great idea when you just coated the entire room with sand?
It sounds like I have a lot
no.
a magical book.
I forgot, Jordan. You went out to wash yourself with snow. 60 foot from the house, out from her, everything sand.
I'm
Oh,
really passionate about avoiding tripping hazards.
yeah. Then never mind. I'm not gonna.
Like,
Right. It
I
went
come
out
back with blood still on me.
60 feet from her in every direction through walls.
Yeah. Come back inside with blood still on me and look at Bev as she's putting that spell book in her little satchel. So, do you see the blood that's still all over me? And
yes.
again,
We've all made decisions today.
do you still think that that's a good idea to keep that spell book? Bax, don't you think you should talk some sense into your sister here? Maybe?
Elder. 2 minutes.
I mean, she's got the brains. I've got the muscle and the beauty.
He does. It's widely known that he's the pretty one.
Sand.
Okay.
Disrobes the wizard.
Yep. Volton just begins stripping the old guy. Yeah, leaves him there with a big hole in his face, in a loincloth.
All right. I would say get a
dumped on
room,
the
but you're
bed.
already in one. So
I'm just gonna follow Bax on out of the house here.
I don't want to be in the room where
I'm gonna shut the door behind me so that she's stuck in there for a second to learn from her mistake.
Hey, should we get the other 3 robes in case we ever want to impersonate them?
Ooh, yeah, that's a
That
great
would be
idea.
4 robes, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll get the one here if you want to get the one on the porch there, and Bev, if
Sure.
you want to.
All
Oh wait,
right.
no, 2 of them are over here actually, aren't they?
We're all disrobing wizards now.
I
Yep.
feel dirty.
Yep. So
Dad, don't watch.
You guys have left 3 bodies out in the cold.
Oh, that's
You had to dig them out of 2 feet of sand.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they're
I'll
buried.
I'll dig out your guys for you guys since
All right. So you have the robes, you have the spell book,
Let's go get our
and
bounty.
4 spell component pouches.
I covered those up.
All right.
Back to town?
Mm-hmm.
You make your way back to town and back to the meeting place where you were to, once again, at sundown, meet Sini Haji. And once again, she's standing there by the shrine, furtively waiting for you guys to show up.
We made it back, Cinny.
Did you scare him off?
We did the death thing.
We killed them
Oh,
back.
good. You killed them back. They deserved it. Well.
We have proof.
Everywhere. It was rude.
Oh, proof. Yes, I suppose I need proof.
I look at Bev and say, "Is that normal that she didn't want proof?"
Says, well, you did what I asked, so here you go. And she pulls out a coin purse and tosses it to whoever is the nearest to her. Probably Bax. She also pulls out a sack and hands it to you. Inside are 3 scrolls and 4 potions.
Nice.
I divvy up the 100 gold and give everybody 25 gold.
Okay.
So add that to your character sheet.
Yep, Jordan, you would put that on your inventory tab. There's actually a space where you can write
Wait,
in.
she gave us 100 gold, right? No.
Yes,
Yeah.
100 gold. That's 25 each.
I divided it by. Yeah.
I was thinking for some reason they were both more and less of us. So.
The math has broke you.
Yes, the very simple math of this game.
All right.
Can we identify what the 4 potions are, or will she tell us?
So yeah, she'll tell you the potion. The scrolls are a scroll of Tasha's hideous laughter,
Ooh.
jump, and alarm. And the potions are a potion of diminution, 2 potions of healing, and a potion of heroism.
Is somebody writing that down, or
I
or
am.
we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get it all?
I've got a potion of diminution, 2 of healing, 1 of heroism, and then a scroll of Tasha's jump and alarm.
Yep.
Everything cool. And then with the scrolls, this is my first time doing a sorcerer. Can Bev use the scrolls, or do they have to be by?
Nope, you can use the scrolls. All
And is it
those
like a
spells are on the
one-time?
sorcerer list.
Oh, cool. And is it like a one-time use, like a gift
Yes.
certificate type of situation?
Yep, you
Okay,
use
cool.
it and it's gone. If you were a
Okay,
wizard, you
sweet.
could put it in your spell book, but since you're a sorcerer, one use, it's gone.
And I do have a spell book.
But you're not a
Doesn't work
wizard, so
that
you
way.
have no idea how to scribe a scroll into a spell book.
That might be a multi-class waiting to happen.
All right, so with that, she thanks you again and begins heading off down the street, no longer looking over her shoulder, kind of even cackling under her breath a little bit,
Ooh, I don't like that.
and continues on her way.
We'll never know.
Can I do an insight check to see if we just murdered an old man for nothing?
No, we did it for 100 gold.
Good
Oh
call.
my god.
No, your insight check on her already the first time developed that she's on the up and up, so
Yep.
you're pretty sure
We did a
she's
good thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we go back and check the message board for any new jobs, or pursue some of the other ones?
I thought we were going to go do the one for the speaker once we finish this one.
Which one for the speaker?
I don't have the message board open.
I forget what it was. Delivering something, wasn't it?
Yep.
Something like that.
Town searches for interested parties to deliver supplies to the old debtor's tower.
There you go.
The task is dangerous but important. Report to the speaker's longhouse at your earliest convenience.
And if we have changed our mind on that, we definitely can. I just that is what I remember from last time. Because I think that one's only a few miles outside of town.
Yep, the opposite way that you just went.
Yeah.
Well, what about the Dugan's Hole? Where did we hear about the wolf situation?
You heard about that in one of the taverns.
Oh, in one of the taverns?
That's miles and
And-
miles away, though.
Yeah, I forgot to
Oh,
tell
it is?
you. Yeah, Dugan's Hole is one of the other towns.
Ah.
Forgot
Okay.
to have you guys do this. One of you didn't do it. Elbereth. Okay.
No, Albereth did it. Don't you come at me.
There you go. Do it again because you guys all get advantage. And I forgot to click that. Okay, so Bex 21. And
Ooh, 2 nat 20s. Nice.
yeah, so you are all fine. Let's see. Elbereth got a 2 on that one, but got a 4. Okay. So, Elbereth, you are exhausted because you got too cold.
I mean, yeah. I have blood all over me that I couldn't get off because there was sand.
Oh, I'll cast Prestidigitation to clean your bloody hands.
All right.
Well, now it's too late.
Roll.
I'm already tired.
Yeah, roll a wild magic check.
No.
Nope, no wild magic.
Oh, God.
You need to be careful in town, sis.
Sorry.
Remember, they don't like magic users here.
It's like the one useful thing I have to offer, so sometimes I'm a little too eager to put it to the
I
table.
know. You just gotta be careful. We've talked about this.
We have.
All right, so
It's an elaborate handshake.
Jesus.
where do you head from there?
Maybe the sign said to the Speaker's Longhouse if we want to do that mission.
Ooh, Bev, since you've met the speaker before, do you think you should wear a disguise kit? Or some kind of disguise?
I mean, I've already established a little bit of a rapport with him. So maybe that gives us like an in as opposed to it being like a thing where.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if it went poorly last time or not.
Oh no. I mean, it wasn't a love connection, but like, it was fine.
Didn't you say he thought that you were trying to poison him?
Yeah, but then I showed him that I wasn't.
Oh.
So.
And keep in mind, so this says to meet at the Speaker's Longhouse, but once again, it is you took a few hours getting out to the farmstead in the snow, trekking through there, plus the time that it took to really search the place and the basement and everything, and then the trek back. So once again, it's pretty late in the day. So you're more likely to find him currently at his room in the Luskin Arms. So it's up to you whether you want to approach him there or wait till the next day to try and find him at his official place of business.
We could wait till tomorrow. I mean, we don't have to be in a hurry.
All
Yeah.
right.
Let's get some sleep, and maybe we could spread out those potions.
Yeah.
All right. So you head back to your room at the inn.
Should we go tell Lynn about
And
our adventures
take
today?
Your rest.
Sure.
Okay.
We're going to knock on her door as we're going up to our room.
Yep. So she'll open the door. That looks like a new door has been put in place.
Oh, nice new door.
Stupid innkeeper blames me, forced me to pay for it.
Oh no.
How much did that cost you?
She gives you a figure, like 10 gold pieces to get a new door put on.
Elbereth looks around and runs to the room.
She's going through some stuff today. Beth offers this like way of explanation.
Well, we went and checked out that farmhouse we were telling you about.
Did you have any trouble with those cowled ones?
No, not really. I mean, it was so easy, I felt like I slept through it.
Good. Easy money's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of anything else?
No, there have been no more murders. Probably won't be till the next full moon. Or new moon. But you never know.
We were thinking about getting one of the cart jobs that the speaker is offering. What do you think about that?
I don't know what jobs he's offering, so.
I don't remember what the sign said. Bev, what
Taking the things to the old debtor tower. The supplies.
sounds right?
Doesn't sound too dangerous. I wouldn't know why that would need able bodies such as yourself. Seems like any shopkeeper or just an errand boy could do that.
I think if we could build trust with the speaker, that might be a good thing.
That might be worth it.
Yeah.
Getting in with him, pry him for information.
Exactly.
Well,
All right, we'll let you go back to sleep. We're gonna.
she'll shut the door and let you go.
Okay.
So while everybody's taking their long rest, I'm gonna run over to Lynn's door and slide 10 gold piece under her door and then run back to the room.
Okay.
Aw.
Because, my character cares solely about her friends.
I think before retiring for the night, Bev will go downstairs and try to do an impromptu performance, and then close it out with reminding everyone very aggressively to tip their waiters and bartenders.
All right.
Her long-term plan is to try and get these people to unionize.
Give me a perform check.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad.
Yep, the people are are pleased with your performance that evening.
Good job, sis.
Thank you. And nobody got caught on fire, so I mean, win-win.
Or sand.
Or sand. I didn't think about it even though, but sand puts out fire. Kind of like, and I go upstairs.
Wait, are we sure you're the brains of this operation?
I'm definitely the brains, because as we've
Okay.
established, you're the pretty one.
Oh, right, okay.
All right. So you guys turn in for the evening. And with a night's rest and a warm in room, you are able to recover from your exposure to the cold. Elbereth?
Oh, that's real nice. I like that. I like that.
So what do you intend to do the next day?
I think we're going to the speaker.
Did you want to divvy up those potions?
Oh, yes. So does anyone know what a potion of diminution does? I haven't seen one of those before.
It does the same thing as enlarge reduce spell, but only the reduce portion. So it shrinks you.
Nice.
Oh, we should let Bev keep that one.
I'll keep that one. And then we have 2 potions of healing.
I think Bev and Elbreth should both have those.
Yeah, that makes sense, since you and Bax are most likely to need them, but not be able to administer them to yourselves. And then the potion of heroism.
Give that to Baxling.
Thank you.
Mhm.
What about Volton? Did you get something?
Do you want the potion of diminution? I'm already very small. If you would like to be small, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not bad.
I really can't see how I'd have a use for it, but no, you keep hold of it.
Okay.
Does everybody want one of these spell component pouches, or do I just keep hold of them for selling?
I don't need one. I
Yeah.
don't.
I've already got one, so I should be set.
So yeah, you go ahead and hold on to that for you to sell.
Mhm.
All right. What's the plan?
I think we're gonna eat and then go to the speaker.
Okay. You have another meal downstairs and then head off for the speaker's longhouse. You find him there already meeting with people wanting permits to build in the city, merchants wanting permits to do trade, people seeking him to arbitrate their affairs. And looks like it's going to be a bit of a wait.
Hmm.
Do you wish to wait or not?
Do we want to try selling those cloaks for some extra coin and then coming back, or are we
Sure.
keeping those?
Sure.
Yeah, we could go sell and buy some stuff if y'all need.
If you want, I can stay here and wait so that we're not just walking away from him, and then we can have at least one person here so that you guys can just all come back in and we can let him know that the four of us will do that.
Do you not want to spend your money?
No,
Do you need us to pick you up anything?
arrows.
Arrows? Okay.
I can give. I don't know how much gold you would need, but like, however much gold you would need to go with and get my stuff.
Errors are 1 gold per 20.
Okay, so I'll just give 2 gold to whoever wants to.
I'm sure we'll make more than that from the selling of the cloaks.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be here if you guys just whenever you come back.
Okay.
Mhm.
Head off to the, I suppose, the all shop, and then
All right. So the ordinary robes will sell for just a gold. They are finely made, but there's nothing special about them. The Archmage's robe, you can sell that for 30 gold.
it's 33 gold in total. Nice. And -1 for a set of arrows, yeah?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we'll go back with the goods when we finish.
Okay.
And that's
Mhm.
8 gold pieces we'll share out between us, each.
Sounds great.
Unless anybody wanted to actually do some spending first.
I'm looking, but I mean, I can go always double back or whatever.
So are you buying anything or not?
I was just looking at prices.
Okay.
Okay, while you guys are in town buying and everything, I am going to be AF.
How much can we get for those component pouches?
Probably half the price of whatever a component price pouch is on the site.
Oh, they're 25 gold pieces each.
Not
50.
bad.
Yeah. So that's an extra 50 gold pieces. Split 4 ways. Which is 12.5 gold pieces.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm good.
Nothing at the moment.
Yeah, same.
All right. So you're just going right back to the Jarl, the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So you get back and looks like there's still a little bit of a wait, but Elbereth has held your place in line and you're a little closer now. Do you wish to continue to wait?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You reach finally your turn to speak to the speaker. He looks up and his eyes land on Bev and he says, "Ah, it's you again."
Me, Bev. Yep, that's me.
What can I do for you?
We saw a notice on the town bulletin board that you were needing some interested parties to deliver supplies to the old debtors tower. We don't have much in the way of consistent employment, so if that job is still available, we're interested.
Yes. There is some danger involved, but just need you to take a cart of supplies, if you would not mind.
We could do that. Do you have the ability to specify what kind of danger we should be anticipating?
Attacks by creatures of a very strange nature. Made out of ice.
Okay. Well, we can. What do y'all think?
Yeah. How far do we have to go?
It's just about 1.5 miles outside of the town. It's not a very long travel.
Yeah. We would be happy to do this. How much does it pay?
50 gold pieces for the delivery. You'll be taking a cart with food, water, and fuel to the tower. You'll unlock the door and store everything within. There is an inhabitant. You are not to allow them out, and you are to lock the door behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
I suggest that you do not interact with the conduit. She is quite dangerous.
Okay.
So we offload the materials inside of the tower or outside of the tower?
Inside the tower. And do not be fooled. She looks like a harmless young girl, but I assure you, she can kill.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Does this sound like something you can do?
yeah.
Yeah.
Murderous
Yeah.
children are right up our alley, honestly.
And old people, apparently.
Yes,
Yes,
we're very strong. in this
I
field.
cannot stress enough how dangerous this is. She's already killed her parents and several townsfolk.
Wow.
So
Okay.
be very careful.
All right.
Okay, so it looks like a kid, but it isn't a kid. What is it exactly?
Something touched by oil.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
She claims that she was lost in the snow and a white-skinned, white-haired woman approached her and led her home. And since that time, whenever she's around, these ice creatures appear and attack anyone nearby, except for her. She claims that she is unable to control them, but we just can't take a chance with the town safety, so we have locked her away where she is safe and the town is safe from her.
Okay.
Bev tries her
Anybody?
best just to look like she doesn't like. Okay. Yep.
Anybody got any more questions?
Any more questions?
Mm,
All right. He gives you the key, and one of the servants leads you out to the cart that is already loaded down and ready for you to take.
Okay, right before we leave, I just have one question. So is she the one, do we think that she's got something to do with the murders because she has ice
She has been locked,
creatures?
literally been locked in this tower.
Okay. Sorry, I was listening from Discord on my phone while I was away.
Nope. She has been locked in this tower for months.
Okay. But could the ice creatures that, are around her, could those have something to do with it? Asking for a friend,
They could, anything could have something to do with it because you have no idea who's actually doing it.
Okay. Yep. Great. All right. Well, I'm ready to go.
You are moderately sure that neither Bev nor Bax nor Volton are responsible for the murders.
Moderately.
Moderately sure.
Oh, great. That makes me feel real good. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right. So you guys head out. Who is driving the ox cart?
If nobody volunteers, I'll do it.
Right. Why does
I'll ride shotgun.
Why does Volton have Elbereth's token on the combat tracker.
Yeah, I don't have the combat tracker. Am I missing something?
Yes. In the top right-hand corner,
Oh yeah, look at that.
there's the menu.
Hey, look at that. I found it. We're good.
Yeah, okay. So let me remove Volton and re-add him. That is... Fantasy Grounds is just being weird tonight. There. Back to right. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but I couldn't even add you to the map because it was showing that I was trying to add Elbereth the second time and it was just moving her. Just really weird. Okay. So you guys spend a while. Give me an animal handling check, Volton.
Would you like that in the tower?
Nah.
Animal handling.
All right. So you're able to make pretty good time driving the cart out to the tower. And you roll up outside of this old dilapidated tower. Looks like it's probably 3-4 stories. And there is a wooden steps leading up to a wooden door that has a very large iron lock on the outside.
Can I try to pick this lock?
We got a key?
Oh, we have a
should
key.
just let her
Great.
get this win.
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
I wasn't here when
pick
it...
the lock. We know you can do it. We believe in you.
I mean, if this one gets jammed with a bit of the stuff.
Fair. Fair point.
I'm gonna use my stealth and grab the key out of Bax's pocket to make it look like I'm picking the lock and
All right.
use the key to unlock.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Remember, I have tiny pockets.
That's okay. I have tiny hands. I get called baby hands all the time. IRL. It's great. So I'm gonna make it look like I'm picking the lock and whoa, yeah, look. I did it. And
first, sleight of hand.
Son of a...
So she...
I was rooting for you.
Yep, you catch her with her fingers in your pockets back.
I play it off and I just ignore it.
Amazing.
So everybody just humors you and lets you act as if you picked the lock.
Great.
But they're all actually very aware of what's going on.
Perfect. Love that.
You did a great job.
Very well done.
I couldn't have done that.
All right.
Bring different talents.
Yeah. So as the door swings open, a young girl steps from the inside. She's probably 14, 15 years old. And
hi,
she
hello.
comes out. She says, "Oh, hi. Have you brought the supplies?"
We did. We've got it delivered for you.
You better hurry and unload them.
I'll
Okay.
get right to it then.
Do what?
I'll get right to it then.
All right.
I'm going to kind of stand in the doorway, blocking access as Volton goes and grabs the
Yep. So
gear.
Volton's bringing it back and forth, coming in when suddenly the ice begins to swirl. And I don't know why that locked. I haven't even put anything on the map, and it locked the tokens. But Vulcan's bringing stuff in, and the snow is kind of eddying and swirling in, blowing past him. And it begins to behave strangely. It doesn't dissipate as it comes in. to the warm interior of the building. Instead, these eddies of snow began to take the form of little humanoids made of ice. And the girl is sitting there and she says, oh no, it's happening again. You need to run. You need to get away. And with that, we start with Bax.
Am I able to slam the door at this point?
Yes, but so that happened as Volton was going in. So Volton is on the inside dropping off.
Oh, I wouldn't do it if he
chest.
was inside, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Volton had just gone inside. That's when the eddies entered
Okay,
through the
I
door.
wouldn't slam it then.
Yep.
All right, and this one appeared here in front of me?
Yep, 2 appeared on the outside.
All right, I will attack this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration for advantage.
All right.
And also, I'm going to rage.
You hit it. Your hammer knocks off several chunks of ice.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's vulnerable to bludgeoning. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge chunks of ice. So, yeah, you didn't even think it was that large of a blow, but one of the thing's arms just goes flying off into the distance.
Okay, that's my turn.
Elbereth.
I'm gonna take one step forward here
Okay.
and use my rapier to why won't it ever let me just select them?
All right.
Well, obviously, even though it's not letting me select it, using my rapier to attack that one there.
Okay. That is a hit.
Great. And that is my
All right. Bev.
wow, I did it alone.
All right. I would like to use my Tides of Chaos to roll this with advantage.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically like hurl a mote of energy at Ice Mephit number 3.
You hit.
And then see what damage type. So one's gonna be acid, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is thunder. I will go ahead and make that thunder damage.
Okay. Anything else?
And that is gonna be my turn.
This guy is going to swing at the one that hurt him. That would be Bax. Actually, it is going to breathe a cone of icy breath out into the outside. Step there. And so, who's rolling what? Oh,
sorry, I rolled my wild magic.
Yep. All right, so everybody makes dex saves. It did not have. Who is it not? It's targeting all of you, so why did only 2 of you? Oh, Bev did. Okay. You all made the save, so you take half damage from the frost breath. All right. The second one is going to do the exact same thing. It's targeting everybody. It is. Did it make your roll, Elbreth?
No.
Knowing it's targeting you, so why didn't it do that? All right.
It also shows that everybody else like has
Yeah,
health.
make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's in my skills. And I just do the actual dex itself.
Yep. No, there should be one that says save. A little S on your character sheet. By your
Oh, there it is.
dexterity. Yep. Okay, so the first one you made the save, so you would have taken the 5 damage.
Ow.
Or you would have taken 2. Sorry, you would have taken 2 damage. Roll for the second one.
Okay.
That one succeeded too. So you
just
all
to point out, you've lowered your HP, but not added wounds, I think.
right. You add your damage to the wounds. You don't subtract it from the HP. So you all take another 2.
Wait, that should be at 14 then, and I should be down.
And you should have taken 4. So your HP should be 14. And you've taken 4. 4. There. Now it's correct. Everybody else got that too?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next is the third one. Okay. He is targeting. Not targeting Elbereth, even though it shows that he is. So let's do...
Would it reach that far?
Oh, that's why. Yes, it doesn't. Okay, that is why those weren't working, I bet. Okay, so it's doing what it's supposed to do, I think. All right, so dexterity saving throws for those who are close enough. So you can take off all 4 of that 2 of that damage.
Okay, so it's just a 2.
Yeah, because one of them wasn't close enough, I guess. All right, so, and both of you make the saving throw. So half damage. Yep, you both take 3. Volton.
Okay. Fulton's going to whip around, see that this little demony thing is breathing ice.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to slowly draw his mace, get right behind it. I'll get the +2, yeah?
Yes, both hit and damage.
Swing at the ice effort.
That hits. Yeah, all of a sudden, as you hit it, it just explodes in a spray of ice, shards pelting you and Bags.
Okay, can I get out of this room?
Yep.
Oh.
But you guys are both gonna take some damage.
Yep.
And actually, yes, it is dead, so you can pass through that space now.
Okay. She'll run down the stairs. Actually, I'll get to the side of it so it can't get me and then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
All right.
And that'll be my go.
Backs.
I'm gonna, after Volton comes out, I will close the door, and I yell at Bev. I say, "Lock the door!" And I'll jump off the stairs and attack this one.
Okay.
I think I still have the key, so I'll have to toss that to Bev.
That's a hit.
And that's my turn.
Again, huge chunks of ice fly off of it. And Elbereth.
All right, so seeing as I saw the last one explode, I'm going to come out to...
If you leave
Where's
its
that?
reach, it will get to attack you.
Well, then I'm going to come around on this side of him to get the +2
Okay.
and hit him with my rapier again.
Okay. You hit. And don't forget to add the +2 to damage as well. Yeah. Let's apply that to him. And he explodes. All right. It is just not rolling the saving throws for...
Yeah, which one do you need?
Yep, dexterity.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yep, so you save. Bax, you don't take any of the piercing damage because you're damage resistance. You take 1 point, Elbereth, as icy shards lash out at you, but you're able to dodge most of the effect. Anything else?
Nope.
Bev.
All right, I would like to try and toss a firebolt at this ice mephit.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
Okay. Is there any chance that it just melts and doesn't shard us?
No. You are too far away to catch shards, but Volton is close enough. And you catch a particularly nasty shard right in the leg as the thing dissipates.
I was not expecting that.
All right, what do you do?
I'm going to take a couple of minutes to bandage everyone up.
All right. How many uses do you have left on your healer's kit?
I have 1 spare healer's kit in my pack, and the one I'm using has 8 uses on it.
Okay, excellent.
Volton, you don't have to worry about me right now. I'm good. And I'll go back up to the doorway.
All right.
I would take a band-aid.
Yeah, I'll also just go with Bax, but I appreciate it, Volton. Thank you.
All right, so what are you doing, Bax?
Checking the door after I closed it. I want to open it back up, make sure she's still in there.
Yep, she is. She says, "Oh, you're alive. You survived them."
Yeah. Just 1 second. We're gonna attend to our wounds, and we're gonna get your stuff in here, and just gonna close this for right now. So
Wait. Look,
and close the door.
And I'm gonna lock it.
You still haven't brought the rest of her stuff in.
I know.
Yeah.
I told her we were gonna tend the wounds and bring the stuff in.
Okay. So your wounds are all tended.
All right, Volton. If you're ready to start bringing this stuff in, we'll open and close the door as you go through.
It's a good idea. I shall do that then.
All right.
I'll unlock the door.
Yeah, as you go in, Volton, taking more stuff, she says, "You were able to beat the things. Take me with you. Obviously, you can handle them. I don't want to be locked up here anymore."
Well, ignore her. Did you hear what the scary guy said about the? Just can we just go?
I message back something in halfling.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fine,
Please,
we'll carry on.
it's very lonely and boring here. She appears to be getting more and more depressed as you just refuse to even engage with her.
Bev breaks.
I feel really bad about this.
Yeah.
No. There's no. Wait, but hey, but
She says,
wait,
I can
no.
help you. I can cook and clean for you, and
I can cook. It's fine. We don't need you. It's okay.
How old is this child?
probably 14 or 15 years old.
Oh, she's just a little baby.
Here's the thing. We are loyal to our friends. That is it. Everyone else can take a trip down the Styx
Yes.
for
She says,
all I care.
I can be your friend.
Nope. You weren't here in the beginning. You're not going to be here in the end. Stay in your tower. Keep your creepy things. We're dropping your stuff off, and we are going to head on out. And I look around at everybody else and keep eyeballing them as Volton is.
She is looking
Putting things
hopefully at the people who have paused.
Oh, I'm going to message her. And just say, so she'll be able to hear it.
Okay.
I'd like to help you. We cannot let you come with us right now, but maybe we can come back to visit. Can you tell me anything you remember about how these ice things started coming wherever you are? Or anything about the lady with the white hair?
I was caught out in an ice storm, and this woman appeared to me and touched me, and the cold didn't bother me anymore.
Does her description of the woman ring any bells?
Her description fits what normally people describe Oral, those who have met her avatar.
I'll message her.
Please, let me go.
That is a wild magic search.
All right.
So I'm messaging her and just saying, like, listen, I get where you're coming from. Also been in a
All of a
situation where I
sudden,
got
oh
lost.
no. So
No, please don't
you
let me.
cast that, and all of a sudden this sleet storm, massive sleet storm, just starts hammering around the castle, and it lasts about 12 seconds and then just vanishes. He says, "That's new. I've never done that before."
That one's not you. I just say it out loud for fear of surging again. That's me.
Beth?
I also struggle with magical ticks. That
See,
I don't
you
come
understand.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah, I mean,
let me go.
I'm gonna.
Bev is so sad.
I just realized.
I'm gonna
this is
pick
like
up
baby
Bev.
Elsa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Bev and bring her outside with me.
And Bev is Olaf. I just tell her we're gonna figure out a way to help you. It's gonna be okay, little girl.
She just kind of slumps, and a tear falls down her cheek and freezes into a little icicle that falls and hits the ground. And she just walks back into the bedroom and shuts the door and lets you guys finish bringing the rest of her things in.
I'm gonna talk to Bev after I set her on the ground outside from carrying her outside. What is your gut? What is your gut telling you? Because you almost killed us by not wanting to talk, even though because I'm stuck in my ways. You almost killed us with your magic again. So what is your gut telling you?
Reach. I don't think it damaged anyone. I mean, it did create a tripping hazard, and as we've established, not a fan of those.
We should go back to town and maybe ask around and see if anybody knows about this
You and
condition.
Bax aren't really worried about the tripping hazard, only because you guys have less distance to the ground.
Yeah, we're very close to it, and also naturally agile. So yeah, okay. There might have been a little bit of projecting happening with the whole youth getting lost and then imbued with magic powers they can neither understand nor control.
Yep. So as you guys are finishing bringing in the rest of the goods, you do hear sobbing from the interior of the town.
That's so cruel. You are so cruel.
All the time. Don't love anything, because Dave will kill it and feed it to you. This is canon.
I only killed it and fed it to you one time.
That's enough, Dave. It breaks us.
What did you kill and feed to them? Was it
a squirrel?
He was
a squirrel.
That was actually a person.
It was a squirrel. It was a person.
R.I.P. Marcus.
Okay. Let's go back and see if we can do some research, and maybe we can find some way to help this girl.
Okay.
I'm with that idea.
Because if we take her back to town like she is, it will only end up hurting others. So let's help her by finding a solution, if possible.
Okay. Before we leave, can I just open the door really quickly and tuck a little corn husk doll that I was working on the drive up and just leave it by the door so she has something to play with?
Yes.
This is the saddest I have ever been.
I'm gonna
as
we're walking out, I'm gonna offer Bev a piggyback ride so she doesn't have to walk as she's sad.
Thank you. I climb up.
Yeah. So you exit the tower.
And after their outpouring of emotions and stuff, I double check the lock to make sure we did get it closed and locked and everything.
Yeah,
because
it closes, it locks, and the key turns with a satisfying click that echoes from within the interior, and only causing the sobs to redouble.
I knew you were gonna do that. Baby back bullshit.
Dave, you're the reason all my characters have tragic backstories.
He's the reason I have a tragic backstory.
She's not even talking about her character. You then load up on the cart and make your way back to Targos.
Mission accomplished, guys.
I'm gonna play with Bev's hair on the way back as we just go so she can feel better about herself. There.
All right.
I'm just curled up in a glass case of emotion.
We're just each other's emotional support. Nice.
All right.
It's like if you go on vacation with someone and you get really close really fast.
You make your way back to the town, go to the Jarl's Longhouse, meet with him again. He says, "Did the conduit cause you any trouble?"
No.
No, just the ice monsters. I mean, we killed them and it's fine. And she's still there.
Ah, so she's still doing that.
I
Yes.
mean, I don't know that it's her, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there any way we could help her?
She's more than fine. We provide for everything that she needs. This arrangement works perfectly well for everybody involved, I would say.
I know,
Can
but if
I-
there was a way we could cure her so she could live in society again, that would be even better, wouldn't it?
And it would reflect really well.
She is a
on-
conduit for a goddess. Do you really want to? We're already locked in an endless winter. Do you want to offend Oral more than she already is? Whatever's been done
Would
to the
either
girl,
deception or
we-
persuasion get him to
we
say
will not-
anything like
get him to say anything like what?
that would give us like more information on why he's actually got her locked there. Like if there's actually a reason behind it besides the fact
You're
that he's scared.
you are pretty sure that's the reason.
That he's scared. Okay, so I
They
mean, I
d-
could use persuasion to get
they
him to want to save her.
they kill people in this town every
Yeah.
new moon in order to appease the goddess.
That's what I was thinking about. Okay,
He does give you 50 gold pieces for the delivery and thanks you for your service.
I'm gonna make sure that I keep the key and thank him for the money, and we're gonna walk on out.
All right.
What if they need the key for the next supply run?
Shh, shh, Max.
Oh, yeah, he will ask you for the key back.
I'm gonna use persuasion to let me keep the key,
All right.
and I'm
Giving her
gonna
the
use.
help action.
I'm also going to use my advantage from my nat 20 to
And what are you trying to do exactly?
keep the key. I want to keep the key, Dad.
Are you doing a okay, there is no persuasion check that is going to persuade him to give you the key. You can try to use a sleight of hand to pickpocket it back, which I think
Okay.
would. What is your sleight of hand?
Not great, but we're gonna try it.
Oh, you didn't take anything in sleight of hand for it's the same.
No.
It's the same. So we'll just keep that 19. So you are able to steal the key.
All right. So once we get outside, I'm gonna look at Bev, and even though she's still in her sad, sulking ways, I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna reach into my pocket and I'm gonna hand her the key, and I took this for you because I trust your gut, and I'm gonna put it in her hand.
Oh, Bev smiles a big old smile and tucks it in her pocket.
As we're
All right.
walking out, I'm counting out the gold, and I'm like, everybody got 12.5 gold. So 12 gold and 5 silver pieces.
Yep. As you guys are walking away, dividing your gold, you pass by the shop of the tanner. The sign above the establishment reads Ben Tieran's Tannery. You see several guards standing around him, and they're saying, "We've seen what you're up to. We know. We've had reports about you. We know you're guilty of heresy against the Frostmaiden. We've got testimonials from your neighbors." And he is vehemently insisting his innocence as they begin to take out manacles and clap his arms behind his back. He starts shouting out to the people who had the growing crowd who are watching this occur. He says, "You see what? Anyone who's on the speaker's bad side, this is what happens. He's becoming a tyrant. You're all blind to follow him." As one of the guards backhands him across the mouth, and they begin dragging him through the streets toward the town brig.
Should we follow them and go find out what that's about?
Hmm. I don't know.
You guys like wonder. What about danger?
Did somebody say wonder?
There we go.
For legal reasons, we'll pronounce it Vunder.
All right. So where do you go? Do you continue on your way, or are you going to follow the guards?
Can we ask some of the surrounding folks about like what it was that he did that was allegedly heresy against the Frostmaiden?
The guards didn't say. Just
can I use my-
he's been accused. This isn't the first time. Most likely he just did something to offend the speaker or worked against his interests. Doesn't pay to make an enemy of the speaker. What were you asking, Volton?
Doesn't matter, you covered it there.
So what are you guys going to do?
We could follow and see where they take him, but I don't know that we should get involved.
Elbreth, do you want to like stealth after them and see if you can do some recon to find out what's going on with that?
You know, I don't really pay attention to the risks anymore, so sure, yeah, let's do that.
I think you can do it.
We believe
All
in
right.
you. I mean,
So
look,
you
Jimmy fell off
are.
earlier.
What are the rest of you doing as she goes off following them?
Mm,
I won't let her go off on her own.
Okay. In that case, you will need to make this too.
I'm like sort of stealthing hers. They're stealthing. She's stealthing them.
Okay, so you can make that. Yep.
It says I need to make it again.
Yeah, you didn't need to. So
Sorry.
yours would have been a straight roll, so you got a 14. Nope, got a 10. Nope, 14. So, Volton, you are fine, just, hanging back, keeping an eye on her as she's tracking these guards and trying not to look suspicious as she follows them. But 3 of the guards break off, turn back, and surround her and, and ask her, "What do you think you're doing? Are you in league with this heretic?" And that is where we will end it for the night.
I was gonna use deception to make them think that I was just gonna, walk around the house.
Well, you will get an opportunity to try that next time.
I don't wanna. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Good game session, guys.
Just the obligatory, did we hit level 2 question?
As a matter
And-
of fact, yes, you did.
Yeah!
I already closed it out, motherfucker. Man, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm on my
Thanks
way.
to
Here.
everybody watching. We'll be picking this up next week, same time, 6 o'clock Central on Saturday. And you guys I will leave Fantasy Grounds up and allow you guys